Breaking at noon, former juvenile court judge Tracy Hunter ordered to serve 6 months in jail. Watch what happens next. Well, at least one woman was taken into custody after rushing to be by Hunter's side. And just moments ago, we received Hunter's mugshot taken by the Hamilton County Justice Center. And after the sentencing, everybody is talking about this. It appears Hunter went limp and had to be dragged from court by deputies. 9 on your sides, Ali Kramer and Paola Sewer were at the hearing, but we start with Paola. She breaks down what happened inside the courtroom. And Paola, I was watching online, and this was very intense.
Yeah, you know, Ryan, I've actually never seen anything quite like this. I mean, inside the packed courtroom, when Judge Patrick Dinkelacker announced that Hunter would be spending the next 6 months in jail, well, her supporters started screaming. And as you mentioned, Hunter was then removed from the courtroom by a deputy. And I want to show you the video of what exactly that looked like, because our cameras were rolling as this happened. So this is what it looked like in the courtroom moments after her sentence was executed. You know, after the sentencing, Hunter appeared to go limp and had to be dragged from court by a deputy. Then Judge Dinkelacker stood in front of her supporters for quite some time, but before executing Hunter's sentence, Dinkelacker raised a few points. He said he has received 45 postcards to his home pressuring him to exonerate Hunter. Most of them were anonymous, and 7 of them, he says, started by saying, quote, "I'm a registered voter."
If the attempt was to intimidate me in any way, that has flat out failed, okay? I will never, ever, ever bow to that type of pressure, veiled threats, vicious comments, lies about me or anything else. I've been a judge for 28 years.
She's lost peace of mind, not knowing when that day was going to come and she'd have to go to jail. That's a lot for one person to have on her shoulders. She's held on, though, to her character, and she has continued to serve the community through her pastor.
Now, Dinkelacker also read a letter from Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters, where Dieters wrote that Hunter has never felt remorse and that he believes she has some sort of, quote, mental condition, to which Hunter's attorney disagreed with and asked Dinkelacker to not execute the sentence. Now, the judge did give Hunter the chance to speak. She decided not to at first, and when time got closer to the announcement of her sentence, she decided to stand up and talk, but Dinkelacker did not allow it then. Now, of course, the reaction from her supporters, you know, it started inside the courtroom, but then went through the halls of the courthouse, eventually making its way outside right here behind me. And that's where we find 9 on your side's Ali Kramer, who was there while all of that happened. So, Ali, what can you tell us?
And, you know, Paula, there were so many people, dozens of them, in fact, standing just outside the courtroom doors because it was at capacity inside. And, you know, they couldn't hear anything that was going on inside. Someone actually burst out of those doors and yelled, "No justice." And really, that was the first indication to those of us who were outside the courtroom that, yes, former Judge Tracy Hunter was, in fact, going back to jail. And, you know, we saw similar chaos that was there outside in the hallway that really was a range of emotions. A lot of people very angry, yelling that the sentence is unfair, but a lot of people were also in tears. Some told us that they were upset about the decision, but also upset for the future of the city. We heard people yelling to boycott the city, and we actually talked to the president of the Baptist Ministers Conference of Cincinnati, who was noticeably upset and made mention that this could have repercussions against the city.
As the Baptist Ministers Conference, we will make a decision to shut this city down. We cannot keep playing with these people. We cannot keep allowing this to happen to our people.
Now, what was so interesting, and Paola mentioned, we saw such a juxtaposition between city leaders because, you know, Mayor Cranley actually sent a letter to the judge saying that, look, Tracy Hunter has lost her judgeship hardship. She's lost her law license. She's been punished enough. Police do not send her to jail. But prosecutor Joe Dieter sent a letter as well saying that she's shown no remorse and that he actually wholeheartedly believes that she should serve that time in the Hamilton County justice system. We just got her mugshot from being booked into the jail, and we're waiting for comment from Sheriff Jim Neal a little bit later this afternoon. For now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.